Hey, welcome back. Thanks for joining me. I'm Colton with Pullman Pork Barbecue. Today I'm going to be doing a brisket on the UDS, but we're going to change it up a little bit. Normally, when I cook briskets, I try to go low and slow with them. Everybody's on this kick of hot and fast, and I've never tried it that way, but I want to give it a shot, see how it turns out. See if it's as good or better than the low and slow that I've been doing. And when I get through with this, we'll both know how it turns out. So let's get to going. Okay, we got a brisket already trimmed up. We washed it off, patted it dry, and then we trimmed it, cut the decal out of it and stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a light coat of olive oil on it. Doesn't take much, just going to use this as a binder. Just kind of put this around like this. Get a good coat of it. Okay, got that on there. Now, I'm going to take some Killer Hog all-purpose rub, and I'm just going to lightly dust it with it. This is a really good rub. I use it on a lot of things. It's a good all-purpose rub. It's one of the best out there in my opinion. Put it on the edges here, so we don't miss anything. Get this edge. Get a good coat on it here. Like I say, we're just going to lightly put a little bit of this on there. It's got just the right amount of salt and garlic in it. But I like my briskets with a little more pepper on it, so I'm going to add a little bit of pepper to it. Flip this over. We're going to do this side. Real simple, real easy on brisket. Most of the time I just go by keep it simple, stupid. Basically that's what I do. Now we're going to do the same thing to this side. Put a little olive oil in here for this binder. I'm going to go with the AP rub. Get it open here. Like I say, we're just going to put a light coat of it on there. Add a little bit more pepper to it. This is going to create a really good bark on it. I like the peppery bark. I hope we get the bark that we're looking for, since we're going hot and fast with this. Say this is the first time I've ever tried it hot and fast, but hey, who knows? There's a lot of people doing it and they're raving about it, so we're going to see how it turns out. Okay. That's all the seasoning I'm going to do to it right there. That's it. I'm going to go out and get my ugly drum smoker going. We're going to be using oak wood with it today. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it on there and we're going to see how it goes. This is a 12-pound brisket. I'm thinking 4.5, maybe 5 hours at the most. We're going to be running about 325 degrees, and we're going to use just regular Kingsford charcoal, and we're going to put some oak wood in it for the seasoning because I like my briskets done with oak. So let me go get it going. I'll be right back with you. Okay, our smoker's up to temp. We got it at 325. We're using the LavaLock temp control on it, and it's working perfect. It's got it stable at 325. I'm fixing to go put this on, and I'm going to put it on fat cap down for the first hour. And I'm going to spritz it with apple juice and water every hour. And I'm going to take it to about 160, 165 internal temperature, and hopefully we'll have the bark that we want on it. But I'm going to go get this on and we'll get started. Okay, our brisket's been on for an hour. Let's go out and we'll spritz it right quick, and we're going to flip it over so that the fat cap is up, getting some bark on both sides. So come on, let's go. Okay, our brisket's been on a couple hours, and now we're gonna pull it, we're gonna wrap it in peach butcher paper. And I'm going fat side up in it. So let me get it on here. We're gonna double wrap it. Get it right back on. Wrap it. We're going to take this to where it is so tender, just cold like butter, somewhere around 200 degrees internal. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go get this back on. We're going to get it done. Okay, we took our brisket to 203. It's been 5 hours. It reached 203. We're going to wrap this thing up in some old towels that I have that I use for this. Just a couple of them here. We'll wrap it up in these old towels and maybe grab the cooler right quick. We're going to set it in this cooler and let it rest for an hour. After it rests for an hour, we'll be right back and I'm going to cut this thing up. Okay, our brisket's set for about an hour. I pulled it out and we're fixing to cut this up. But before we do, let's kind of recap what we did. Basically, we had a 12-pound brisket. We trimmed it up. We put some olive oil on it. We used a little bit of, we dusted it lightly with Killer Hog's all-purpose rub. And then we come back and we added some extra pepper to it. Then we put it on our ugly drum smoker because we were going to try this hot and fast. I'm interested to see how it turned out. And our ugly drum smoker, we set up our LavaLock temp controller at 325. We run it at 325. And it took it a couple of hours to get up to 165. Got the bark we wanted, we pulled it, we wrapped it, double wrapped it in pink butcher paper. Then we put it back on and we brought it up to 203 degrees internal temperature. That's all we did. And the link to the spice stuff we used and everything will be in the description down below. And we used oak wood. We put a couple of chunks of oak wood in there and that's what we used. So let's see how it turned out. Oh man, this thing is so tender. Man, it's got a fantastic smoke ring too. I was kind of expecting the smoke ring to be a little lacking since we were smoking it hot and fast and we wrapped it after 2 hours, but it's got the smoke ring. Look at that. Look at that smoke ring on it. Now let's give it a pull test, see how it pulls. Pulls right apart. I'm gonna try this piece. That's pretty good. That's pretty good brisket. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. It's the first time I ever tried it hot and fast, but it turned out surprisingly good. So, yeah, got all the smoke flavor, got all the flavor, and that Killer Hog's all-purpose rub, perfect. Add a little bit extra pepper to it. Oh yeah. I'm gonna cut a few more slices of this. I mean, look at that. And the smoke ring on this thing, it's actually really good. see if I can get a close-up shot of it here for you. And it's just as tender as it can be. Man. So, there you have it. If you kind of stretched on time, you can smoke one of these hot and fast. You know, normally I do mine low and slow. It takes 12, 13 hours to do a 12 to 14 pound brisket. This one was done in 5 hours, and then we let it rest for an hour. So give it a try. You'll be pleasantly surprised in how well it turns out. So I want to thank everybody for joining me. I want to thank all my subscribers and everybody that watches my videos. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I also want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women in the military that are serving around the world, and to all the police officers who keep us safe and protect us every day. Thank you very much.